spicy chicken, everyone. We're just gonna wait a couple more seconds until somebody gets on. I want to give a shout out to all my subscribers. We're at 224 subscribers. Roll to 500, roll to 1,000. All through Yeshua HaMashiach's grace. All glory to Him. Today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming matchups. As you know, for anyone who watches NFL, such as myself, tomorrow is the matchups. 4 teams battling for the Super Bowl. 2 teams advance to face the Super Bowl. You got the Washington Commanders, and you have the Philadelphia Eagles, and you have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. And I'm looking forward to these matchups. And today, I'm going to be talking about my input on the games and have a discussion about it and the keys for any teams such as the Redskins, the keys for them to be victorious and get in the Super Bowl, or Philadelphia Eagles, the keys for them to be victorious to get in the Super Bowl, or the Kansas City Chiefs, the keys for them to be victorious, or the Buffalo Bills for them to be victorious. And let's get right to it. So I'm gonna talk about the NFC Championships game. You have the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. And to be quite honest, I did not expect the Washington Commanders, aka Washington Redskins, I call, to make it to the Super Bowl. I think for them, that was a Cinderella surprising story, but it's phenomenal for those teams, for them to mesh well together and for them to really find their identity and find their identity, like I said, and not just find their identity, but for them to really, really get things going. And Jane Daniels has been phenomenal. He does not play like a rookie. He is a rookie and he plays like a 10-year vet. Plays like a 10-year vet, honestly. And you don't expect a rookie to just make immediate impact. It's something that you don't see very often. And for Jane Daniels to come to the system and put his dominance is just phenomenal. And shout out to the coaching staff, man. The coaching staff really is probably one of the most improved teams in all of the NFLs. You talk about a team that was only won 3 to 4 games last season to now winning 13 games. That just goes to show you the cohesiveness and unity of what the team brings and how the team is able to feed off of one another. People don't play selfishly, they play selfless and they work together as a team. And I think the Redskins, Commanders, you know, I'm definitely gonna be rooting for this team. Out to the Redskins. I still call them the Redskins. Grew up with them. Take take command, raise hell. I think for them to win the game is last game they did phenomenal. The defense picked up 3 turnovers, and did phenomenal. I think for them they need to pick up turnovers again. I think the defense needs to make a stand and play with intensity and motivation in order to get this win. And I truly think personally the Redskins do have a shot of winning. The Redskins do have a shot of winning if they play tremendous defense. It's gonna be a hard matchup, of course, because Philadelphia is very talented, phenomenally talented. You have Saquon, who is an MVP candidate who is just a phenomenal back. He's hard to contain, he's hard to stop. And I think the Redskins, Commandos are definitely gonna play heavy, run heavy. I think I would not be surprised if their game plan is trying to contain Saquon. You can't stop him, but you can at least try to contain it. And I think the Redskins do have a matchup. I think they do. I think their game plan will be to contain Saquon. And I'm looking forward to see these offenses back and forth. Both teams are offensive team. Both teams can put up points. Both teams can run the ball, and it should be a good matchup. I'm hoping Redskins get the upset. I'm hoping. And if the Eagles are gonna win this game, the Eagles need to play to their strength. Saquon Barkley, giving him the ball. And it's going to be dependent on Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts actually right now is injured. So we'll see what happens, honestly. We'll see. We will honestly see what happens, to be honest. Anything could happen in this matchup. Anything. You know? And I think it'll be a good matchup again because series was tied 1-1. The last time we played them, we won Maryland. Came back and we won by 3. The game before that, we were up and they came back. So it's been a good showdown as recently. It has. And we honestly just gotta see what happens. Hello, my uncomplicated life. Be on the lookout for an email after this live video. I'm gonna email you something. But yeah, we'll just see what happens, you know? It's gonna be a good matchup. I think the game is 2:30 to 3 o'clock. So I'm definitely gonna be watching that Redskins and Eagles game. I'm definitely gonna be on my feet. DMV supporters, y'all show out, and it'll be just phenomenal if they win this matchup because they have not been in the Super Bowl since 1991. This was the last time they won a championship game and NFC Championship game in the Super Bowl, and surprisingly they played the Bills in one of their championship matchups. So it'll be great to see. I think no one expected them to go this far. I didn't. I knew they would be a good team, but they've overexceeded expectations. And what happens, you know, props off to the Commanders, to the Redskins. Phenomenal season. Great ownership, great coaching. We are in the right direction, and I'm just so phenomenally glad that this team is moving in the right direction. And there's no better leader on that team than the Lord. I truly believe that the act of God has been leading this team. You have a lot of majority men of faith on that team with integrity, respect, and dignity. And if you have those right pieces, you are able to come. You're gonna be able to come together and establish a cohesiveness, great cohesiveness. Honestly, and it'll be phenomenal to see what happens. I would like to hear y'all give your inputs on that game, the Redskins and the Eagles. And I hope y'all watch. It definitely will be a good game. It can go both ways, but I love to see the Redskins Commanders win this game. It'll be so phenomenal, historic. They won the Super Bowl in 1991. That was, man, that was 6 years before I was born. Born in 97, man, I didn't even see that. So for me to witness that would be phenomenal. I've only witnessed 2 teams in my area, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, win a championship. 2, 3 teams. That's the Capitals. Washington Capitals, the Washington Nationals, and the Washington Mystics. So for the Commanders to bring a championship to the DMV would just be phenomenally amazing. Charlotte, we'll see what happens. Now, you have the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, Philadelphia Eagles come in with a high octane offense, and their defense has been outstanding. So, if for the key to the Eagles to win, the, the defense, if they win, is the defense and Saquon. They're gonna definitely rely on Saquon because I truly believe Saquon is the best player on that team, especially on that offense. What do we have to be aware of when playing the Eagles tomorrow? Like I said, Saquon Barkley. That's who we have to be aware of. And their defense is one of the best in the NFL. And they have interior linemen who can play. You have Jalen Carter. You have a phenomenal linebacker, Zach Barnes. So I think the Commanders are going to have to watch out for that. But, you know, Commanders, man, I tell you this. Let me drink my water real quick. The Commanders, man, they play so well. Underdogs. We were underdogs going into Tampa Bay. We won by 3 points. We were underdogs against the Lions. Won, I believe, 45-31. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hello to the other view on this channel right now. Like, share, and subscribe with others. Appreciate Spicy Chicken Gang Gang. But Washington has proved they're phenomenal as the underdogs. The Eagles are projected to win by 5 to 7 points, but projections don't mean nothing. It depends your heart and soul and your best foot forward and cohesiveness and chemistry. And these teams have just been phenomenally very good. The Eagles, they have Jalen Hurts. He's injured though. He has a knee injury, so that may affect their play. But they have Saquon. Saquon, phenomenally player. Honestly, Saquon's not winning MVP, but he should be winning MVP. He was actually very close to breaking a running back's record. I think I might be wrong. I think it was probably Eric Dickerson who played for the Los Angeles Rams. I might be wrong. He was close to bringing his single season record. He got over 2,000 yards. That has not been down in a very long time. So for Saquon to do that, it just goes to show you the talent he possesses and the hard work he puts in. And I like Saquon Barkley. So I think the Redskins have to watch the run because the last time we played them, he had over 100 something yards, 2 touchdowns. And then second half, the Redskins contained him in the second half. He had no touchdowns. His yardage was very low. So if the Redskins Commanders are going to do that again, they have to commit to the run. They have to. That's the ways the Commanders will win. And for the Eagles to win, they will win by committing to Saquon Barkley, their defense, and Saquon. And honestly, they have home court advantage. So, the supporters are definitely going to ride that wave and feed off that energy. It's not easy to win in Philly, but I think this team is built to win in Philly. And with God, anything is possible. Honestly, I truly believe that, and I hope they win. I would love to see this team win a Super Bowl as I'm living right now. Right now, told a good brother of mine recently, you think we'll win a Super Bowl? I said, hopefully we win 2 in our lifetime. If we win 2 Super Bowls in my lifetime, I'm satisfied, you know? And Jane Daniels is the guy to do it. Man, he plays so phenomenal. He's calm and collected. He's not high, he's not too low. He plays with poise and heart, and you can't teach that. You can't. Like, he takes deep breaths and he just stay in the moment, you know? "Oh, Lord, keep me in the moment. I'll be lived with my eyes wide open, 'cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me." That's Jane Daniels right there. He just stays in the moment. Like, a humble guy, you got a brother in the Lord who's solid, and I think anything could happen, anything, and this is a very good matchup right here. I expect this to be a high-scoring game, but not like a high-scoring game like the Commanders, Redskins, and versus the Lions. It'll be a NFC East showdown, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, he does stay focused. You want a quarterback that stays focused. It's important to. Honestly, it is. Happy Saturday night. Yes, I hope you all had a good Saturday. My Saturday was phenomenal. Went to service and came back, ate, and just did some things around the house. And now I'm on here. But like I'm so amped up for this, you know. I'm gonna be watching the game with some brothers in the Lord and his family and just go to service tomorrow. It's gonna be a good time, you know. I'm so grateful I was able to meet up with the brother in the Lord and talk and fellowship and chop it up. And now we're gonna talk about the game. It's phenomenal. Um, the Bills and the Chiefs on the other side. You have AFC Championship matchup. Mahomes, Josh Allen. This right here is a very good matchup because it's a matchup you want to see, you know? Oh, yeah, sardines is delicious. Spicy chicken gang gang. I love sardines, strawberry, blueberries, and green juice. That's good. I just had some cheese, like ravioli, and a cucumber, you know? But back what I was saying, you have you have two things. Josh Allen and Mahomes. Mahomes is trying to be the first quarterback ever to win 3 Super Bowls. That has never happened before. Never. And and Josh Allen can finally put an end to that. Yeah, cucumbers are good, they're very healthy too. You can, but in order for the Bills to win, they're gonna the offense is gonna have to get it going. Josh Allen's gonna have to play lights out, and their defense is gonna have to at least stand firm against the Chiefs because the Chiefs are a team that can light it up easily, easily. So for the Bills, the run game has to get it going, and Josh Allen's gonna have to have a good game. The receivers are gonna have to show up. They're gonna have to. You're going into Kansas City. Honestly, that's not an easy game to play in. I think Chiefs have a lot of advantage, even though they say Chiefs cheat. They have the NFL, the refs behind them. I'm truly convinced, like the NFL and refs are behind them. I mean, they're well coached though. The Chiefs are a phenomenal team, but um, I think this is a game Chiefs may lose. I don't know. Like my picks are the Redskins and the Bills. You know, because you don't want to see the Chiefs and the Eagles again. We saw that a couple years ago, I believe. I believe so. Last year, a couple years ago. So you don't want to see that, honestly. Again, for the Chiefs to win, Their defense, I think their defense is gonna have to play very good. This is a defense that bend but doesn't break, and Mahomes is gonna have to get it going, you know? Mahomes is a guy when I think of Patrick Mahomes, he manages the game, he manages it, and that's good, but you other people need to step up, you know? DeAndre Hopkins gonna have to step up. Who else? Juju Smith-Schuster, Isaiah Pacheco. Can't just be Mahomes or Kelsey. Other people have to step up, and we'll find out who shall prevail. And I would love to see all of y'all picks for the game. Let me know who's your Super Bowl pick. My Super Bowl pick is the Redskins and the Bills. I think they can pull off a day upset. I think they can. They came this far to just stop and end their season. I think they can. Whatever happens, it's a great accomplishment for all four organizations. Imma be hon you if you told me the Redskins were gonna make the NFC Championship, I would laugh. I said, "Nah, not this time. We're not built for this at the moment." But we've proved a lot of doubters wrong, and I wanna thank the people who prayed for the interceder of the Redskins Commanders making it far because it definitely, you know, it came to fruition. But what y'all think, man? What y'all think? Who you think gonna win the Super Bowl and go to the Super Bowl? I think it's Bills and Redskins, honestly. What you think? Everyone give their answers. The ones who are on here, you know? And I think it's gonna come down to coaching. Coaching is gonna play a big part, you know, all of them. All the coaches are very good. But it's gonna be hard to beat Andy Reid because Andy Reid is very just phenomenal. The Chiefs have what it takes, but what my uncomplicated life talk to me on that. Um, we want to see someone play the Super Bowl. Explain. We want to see someone play the Super Bowl. Um, Doug McDermott is a very good coach. It's going to be hard being Andy Reid. So I want to see Commanders versus Bills. Why do you want to see Commanders versus Bills? Yeah, they say Chiefs do make it in the Super Bowl a lot. The dynasty. I can't lie about the Chiefs. I can't. Chiefs are very, very good at what they do. You know, they have a very, very good coach. I'm just trying to put this mic on my shirt. I want to see boots. You know, I mean, we got to see what happens. We have to honestly see what happens. We really do. We have to see what happens because I want to see our team play. I prefer us to play the Bills. Why do you prefer us to play the Bills? You think you think there's a greater chance we can beat them? Oh, thank you. Let me know if you can still hear the mic because it's on my shirt now. I definitely, Lord willing, down the line will be adding more equipment for my streams, for my YouTube, such as the tripods, the mics. So down the line, you know, got to. Um, why do you want to see us play against the Bills? You think we're more able to beat the Bills or we can beat both teams? What you think? First, we got to focus on this game that I made. I see. Well, thank you for your honesty. Yeah, Chiefs have a lot of publicity and attention. Absolutely. So you like the underdogs? I think the underdogs use the bets the Bills. It is the the greatest underdogs is the Redskins. Honestly, they are the greatest underdogs, but they perform so great as underdogs. So we just have to see. I think defense is going to play a huge part of this, and coaching. Coaching. I gotta think. Cliff Kingsbury, our offensive coordinator, came from Arizona Cardinals, and man, oh man, talk about leaving the Cardinals, him being resigned from the Cardinals, and him rejuvenating himself. Like it just goes to show you that it was not his fault. But I like how Patrick Mahomes used Caleb Gordon's song to promote the Super Bowl that Patrick played in. When was this? When was this? It seems like Caleb Gordon's well known. Caleb Gordon's he makes good music. He's actually from Florida, I believe. So that's pretty cool. But man, I gotta rep this team. Hell to the Redskins, man. Spicy chicken gang. We just gotta see what happens. I think personally, it's gonna be a good matchup, like I said. I hope, man, Redskins win. I hope so. People been telling me that the Redskins are gonna lose, and they've really proved a lot of doubters wrong. That's pretty cool. Do you know what song he played? Oh, no. And honestly, I want to thank all of y'all, man, for subscribing and showing support. 224 subscribers by God's grace. I want to thank people who I know who have supported me. My uncomplicated life really gave some good encouragement to me, saying I am built for YouTube. It's all through the Lord, and all of y'all, man, are built for YouTube too. It just takes dedication, faith, consistency, and effort. That's what it takes. To God be the glory. But like I said, that's pretty cool. Caleb Gordon made a song, and Patrick Mahomes used that. Excuse me. But we personally just have to see what happens. Honestly, really, we have to see what happens. You know, I think it's a hard game to win in Philly and win in Kansas City. Shout out to the other subscriber, second subscriber on here, second viewer, my fault. But I think, hey, I've seen this before on the Redskins platform. 3 viewers, shout out to y'all. It said, "Why not us? Why not us?" For the Commanders, why not us? On a 5-game win streak, 5 to 6 game win streak. We're hungry. We're hungry to win that Super Bowl. Hold that, hold that, hey, hold that, hold that. You know, we just gotta wait and see, man. I think these teams have these players have the right philosophy, right identity, and right coaching staff. And for the Commanders, they have the perfect leaders. You have a Jaden Daniels. You have a Zach Ertz, Bobby Wagner, a Terry McLaurin, who's been phenomenal. So we just gotta see, you know, one game at a time. Whatever happens, phenomenal season. We've proved that we are up and coming. We've overexceeded expectations in rebuilding process. Honestly, we have, and it's just phenomenal, you know. But we just gotta wait, like and see. Like I said, you know, and it's gonna be healthy. Who can stay healthy? Jalen Hurts is injured, knee injury. He's gonna play through it, but I know it's gonna aggravate him. We're definitely gonna go after him in that knee, and I think that's gonna limitate him a little bit, but he's gonna be able to do what he needs to do. Our lineman, Sam Cosme, he's out for the year. So that was a big loss, but next man up. Next man up. We just gotta wait and see. You know, I expect Travis Kelsey to have a big game. I expect James Cook, the Bills running back, to have a big game. I expect Josh Allen, Mahomes, to have a good game. Um, and on the Commanders, Redskins, I definitely, I think, I think Terry McLaurin is going to show up. He's going to have a good game. Zach Ertz, and maybe J. I think Brian Robinson Jr. He had 2 touchdowns last game. He's been struggling for the last few weeks. So for him to come out and perform well, it's gonna be the key is to run the ball. The key is to contain Saquon. The key is to take care of the ball and to contain Jalen Hurts. Because Jalen Hurts has that aggravation on his knee. He does have a knee injury. From what sources promoted, such as ESPN, said. He is expected to play though. I see why he does not play. It's a knee injury that is manageable, honestly. I don't know the other injury reports for the Bills or Chiefs. I just know that Sam Cosme is out for the year for the Redskins. And personally, we just gotta wait and see. I know I keep saying that. We just have to. And I think it's gonna be based on weather conditions, but one thing about the Redskins Commanders, they can play in the cold. That's a team that plays in the cold, you know? Yeah, Sam Cosmi, man, he turned his ACL. Torn his ACL. That's a that's a brutal injury. I've actually partially tore my MCL, partially torn it on my foot, and my feet was very sore and big. So getting those type of ankle injuries, foot injuries, it is a pretty brutal thing. Um, so prayers go up to Sam Cosme, and he will be ready for the next season. But like, I think we can manage. We can hold down the fort. Next man up. You know. Yes, in Yeshua's name exactly. But we play for the Lord. We play for each other. We play for the fallen soldiers who are injured. And I don't know what the score will be, but I think it'll be a close game. Same with the Bills and Chiefs. It'll be a close game. You know, we just have to wait and see and find out what's going on. But the game's around. Taking a guess, 2 o'clock, 2:30 to 3 o'clock, 3:30 ish. So make sure y'all watch. It's on Fox. You know, and the Chiefs game, the Bills game. That's a prime time game, 6:30. I don't know where that's on. Maybe CBS. I think CBS. It has to be on CBS. Maybe tomorrow it'd be 45 to 30. My uncomplicated life. Can I be real with you? I don't see us scoring 45 again. Who maybe, but I don't see us scoring 45. We will get some points up, but this is a game that we won't score 45. But who knows? Offense been playing phenomenal. Anything could happen. We're a top 5 offensive team, so anything could happen. But I don't see us scoring 45. I think Eagles have a better game plan, and their defense is for real. Honestly, you know. Yeah, it does make sense. It makes sense. It makes. I think to me it makes sense. So one team. So Like, one team doesn't know who wins. You know what I mean? Like because if you play a different day, one team wins in advance, so the other team is probably gonna find out who wins. I might be wrong, but how does it make sense to you? Explain. There's only 4 teams, so you might as well play 2 games, you know? I know. It's gotten better. 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers. This is a team that did not get a lot of turnovers, so we just gotta see what happens, honestly. But, how does it make sense, honestly? I'll definitely make another video about my reaction about this game soon. Yeah, 4 teams. Like, if you have 4 teams, you play 2 games on one in one day, you know? But, like, we personally just gotta see how this unfolds. I gotta clap it up for the Redskins. Give me a second. I have to because, like, I remember a good bro. Shout out to Jordan. He said that the Redskins will make it to the NFC Championship and make it to Super Bowl. And I got a good brother of mine named Reef. He said he had a dream. He told me he said the Redskins and Bills would be in the Super Bowl and the Redskins will lose. I believe. I said, look, bro, whatever God will be done, God will be done. We just gotta see what happens. But like honestly, I didn't expect this team to make it far. Second round. It's not that I don't believe in this team. It's not that I don't. We're in the rebuild process, but we show moved far from the rebuilding process. It's phenomenal. Uh, Lord is faithful, y'all. Hold on, there's something I need to show y'all. You already know I'm coming heavy. I'm coming in hot. Yeah. Just like what was that guy's name? Oh my goodness gracious. He made a song with Lecrae. He's the one who said, I'm coming in hot. Oh, Andy Minnow. Andy Minnow, yeah. The Commandos Redskins were like, we coming in hot. Watch out. What's phenomenal to me about this is we went from like over 10 quarterbacks. And now look what happened. From a very poverty franchise who was in misery and darkness to now this. Look, man, and our coach Dan Quinn is in the coaching candidate for defense, not defense. I'm tripping. My fault. Coach of the year, man. I haven't heard a Commandos Redskins coach won Coach of the Year for a very long time. It's been so long, and for him to really do that, it just goes to show you what cohesiveness and leadership can do, and what happens when you come together and just focus on the task ahead, nothing else. You know, I've been hearing this so many times recently. We're playing on house money. We basically are on house money because who would have expected us to make it this far? Who? Nobody. Our team improved so quickly. It has. I agree with you. Super. Telling you, um, that's what happens in the NFL. Sometimes teams improve quickly, sometimes you don't. You know, anything could happen with that. And Jane Daniels, man, he's had probably one of the best rookie years ever, ever. said his rookie year was better than CJ Stroud. You know, for the first few weeks, he was throwing over 70%, 70 to 80%. He's only one of 4 or 5 quarterbacks to do that in the history of the National Football League. That's just phenomenal, phenomenal. You know, whatever happens, I'm so grateful to see this, and I think the Commanders will be good for a very long time, and they're just going up from here. And they have one of the most monies in free agency with 100 million. So people are gonna want to come to play for the DMV, the Washington DMV, and I think soon the Commanders will move back to DC. So they have a great future. And as far as the Bills, a lot of people say Bills are done. Bills are taking a step back, but Bills have shown that they're not going anywhere. If you have a Josh Allen, anything's possible. You know exactly, exactly. Shout out to the third view on here, but you know, like that's the thing about the NFL. It's unpredictable, like unpredictable. Exactly. Habitable winners. So this is what it feels like exactly. Taking it back to the 80s, 90s, when we were one of the best teams. It's like I just recently saw a video. People gonna party like it's 1991, especially if they move to the Super Bowl and win it. Yeah, people partying like it's 1991. People gonna get that go-go song on. Yeah, 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 yeah. I ain't gonna say the rest of the lyrics, but for the go-go heads, y'all know what song I'm talking about. Totally do. Party like a rock star. 1991 was when they won the Super Bowl. I used to have the shirt, but it ripped. I'm like, it was such iconic and authentic shirt. But I'm grateful I have this blanket. You know, that's yeah. I'm not saying the rest of the lyrics. Yeah, if y'all want to look at the lyrics, y'all look at that song. Type in EU, and you'll find out. You know, somebody I know personally got me hit to that song. I didn't even know the name of it. I'm like, yo, what's that name of the song? And they told me. So shout out to that person. You already know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna go into details, but yeah, 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 yeah. Uh, and for the Eagles, man, I think Saquon Barkley has rejuvenated that team. Rejuvenated. Like Saquon Barkley has had a good career with the Giants, but he proved to everyone I still got it. Oh, thank you so much, my uncomplicated life is a champion. Champion. Lord willing, I can wear this saying the Redskins Commanders are champion. Appreciate you, my uncomplicated life. But um I would definitely, 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 definitely I would definitely thank you, my uncomplicated life. Thank you. I appreciate the love. Back at you. Back at you. Spicy chicken gang gang. I love you too, man. I love you too. I appreciate you. So like I was saying, Saquon has just proven that he still got it. Like he did not take a step back or anything. He still got it. Um, and I think, man, if you go in the right philosophy and right team, then you are able to play to your strength. And that's what the Eagles have done, the Redskins, Commanders have done. They've established themselves with the right coaching and ownership. The Bills, the Chiefs, man, the Chiefs have one of the greatest coaches ever in Andy Reid. Shout out to my second view on here. But I will be making a video possibly after this game, whether it's after this, a few days after. I definitely will talk about these matchups, and I will make another video, even leading up to Super Bowl, before and after, to give my commentary on this, you know, because 4 teams left, one championship. It's gonna be a good fight, a very good fight. Who gets the Vince Lombardi trophy? Is it gonna be the Washington Commanders, Redskins, who somebody who I follow who works for the Washington Commanders for the radio show for the team? Call them the Cardiac Commanders. Or is it gonna be Fly Eagles Fly, the Philadelphia Eagles? Or it's gonna be the Chiefs Kingdom, Kansas City Chiefs, or Bills Mafia, the Buffalo Bills? We have to find out after these matchups, and I look forward to experience that with y'all and talking to you guys about it. And um, I believe last time I checked, we're at 224 subscribers. So y'all check it out. My channel, like, share, and subscribe. Road to 500, road to 1,000, road to 10,000, road to 100,000. The Lord's will in Yeshua's name. And I do appreciate y'all for coming on this journey with me. It takes a village, and I sincerely couldn't do this without y'all. I sincerely can't. And the Lord is faithful. And I just want to finish this verse off. Be strong and courageous, for the Lord God is with you, and He walks with you wherever you go. That's paraphrasing this. So have no fear. The Lord is here, and He walks with you. Even through the valleys and shadows of death, the Lord is with you. So we just gotta see what happened. I think the Bills win the close game by 3 to 7 points, maybe 10. The Redskins Commanders pull off an upset by 3 to 10 points. We just have to really see what happens. I, I know weather's gonna be a factor, but these are teams that are built to play in the cold. They're built to play in the cold, like I said. The Cardiac Commanders, Redskins, they can play in the cold. Shout out to the third viewer on here. Definitely can. And Jane Daniels, whatever happens, he's proven to be a top 5, top 10 quarterback. And he is the best quarterback in this playoffs, best performer this playoffs. The best quarterback in the playoffs is Josh Allen to me. But the best performer is Jaden Daniels. Man, Terry McLaurin, oh my gosh, phenomenal. Pros. Austin Eckler, Brian Robinson, Mike Sanderansky. Talk about a rookie from Michigan. an inside corner has became a a important factor to this team. And it's good to see Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt doing their thing in Kansas City, and Travis Kelce, of course, doing his thing. And in the Buffalo Bills side, you have number 10 Khalil Shakur, I believe, who had a career year, I believe, over 800 yards, 7 to 800 yards. You have Amari Cooper, who's had a bounce back year with the Bills. So they have weapons. They have weapons. And the Eagles, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon, Jalen Hurts, and on the defense you have Jalen Carter, Zach Bond. I think you have Cooper, Dijon, Kenyon Mitchell. So it's going to be a good game. Both teams are talented. One may have the upper hand, the Eagles, but Redskins, they got heart, they got leadership, they got the Lord, they got Bobby Wagner, who's had a phenomenal year. Frankie Louvu, and you have some solid receivers. Zacchaeus has shown up. Terry has had a good playoffs. I believe I said Zach Ertz, but Zach Ertz has been a good security blanket, and we just gotta see what happens. But what y'all think the score would be with the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs and the cardiac Washington Commanders, Washington Redskins versus the Philadelphia Eagles Fly? What y'all think? The score for Kansas Chiefs Kingdom, Bills Mafia, and the cardiac Washington Redskins Commandos I call. This is the Fly Eagles, Philly. What y'all think the score would be? Let me know in the comments, y'all. Let me know. You know, appreciate the engagement, the interaction. I sincerely love all of y'all, man. I do. I do, man. Spicy chicken gang gang. What y'all think the score would be? Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me, gang. Spicy chicken gang gang. For me, I think all four teams score over 20. Maybe I'm just taking a guess. 27-24, the Redskins versus the Eagles, the Bills. I'll say maybe 28-24, the Bills. 45-30. That'd be phenomenal if we score 45 points. We are a top three team in scoring. This year we average about 28 to 29 points, so that was top three, top five in the NFL. But 27-25, I've never seen a score like that. That's very ironic. Well, not ironic, unusual. So that's interesting. Why 45-30? Why 27-25? Bills over the Chiefs. Talk to me, my uncomplicated life. Talk to me, y'all. And y'all go check out my Complicated Life's channel. If y'all love food reviews, blogs, vlogs, faith-based content, y'all go check it out. Y'all go check it out. She has a couple new videos out, so y'all check that out. Because we, the Commanders, have been putting up a lot of points. That's true. So why do you think it will continue? But the Eagles have been doing pretty good. It's going to be a close game. I don't see a 45-30. So, but that's a good projection. You know, the last time we played, it was 36-33. It's gonna be a close game, you know? I think I'll get you. Yes, they've been phenomenal. They have. That's so true. It's gonna be a good matchup. Darius Slay versus um Tay McLaurin. Marshall Latimer versus AJ Brown. We'll just see. I think yeah, it's gonna be a competitive game. I think it's gonna come down to who has the ball last, clock management. You know, the Eagles, Jake Elliott's gonna have to play good. He's been struggling, and all hands on deck for the Bills to win. All hands on deck for the Chiefs. All hands on deck for the Redskins. All hands on deck for the Eagles. All hands on deck. And what I mean by that is everyone's gonna have to play as a team to their strengths and together. Um, that's a good observation and analysis. We'll see. But anyways, y'all have a blessed night. I will be making a video soon regarding my input after the game and who's gonna win the Super Bowl and even both teams getting the Super Bowl. So y'all take care. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if these games went to me either. Exactly. And whoever gets the ball will score. Will score. Honestly, these teams are capable to score. Um, and whoever gets a stop and gets the ball on the possession, they would win that game because Jane has proved he's clutch. Yeah, we'll see. Super Bowl included, it will be a good match. It'll be a good Super Bowl. But yeah, man, I love y'all. Spicy Chicken Gang Gang. Y'all take it easy, man. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Check out my other videos. More videos coming soon. I appreciate all of y'all talking to you guys, interacting with me. I love you too, my uncomplicated life. It was really good talking to y'all, and I have tremendous respect for y'all. I appreciate you, my uncomplicated life. Go check out my uncomplicated life. I appreciate the 3 subscribe viewers in here, and I appreciate the mad support and love and the subscribers that happened in the last 24 hours. 223, 224 is all glory to the Lord, and I love you guys. Spicy Chicken Gang Gang. Hell to the Redskins. Amen. Yes. Whatever we eat or drink, do it for the glory of the Lord. Lord, we give you praise and honor in Yeshua's name. Hell to the Redskins. Let's find out who wins. Spicy Chicken Gang. Like, support, comment, share, and subscribe. We out.